Last time on the Junkyard Challenge, Damage Inc., Race Anything, and Next Gen Off-Road scrambled to finish their trucks and head out to test. Meanwhile, Rock Solid struggled with their engine upgrades, their suspension, and the loss of a team member, but with the help of the other teams, they were able to finish the build. The stage is set for competition. Four teams, 7 days to build a badass truck. This is the K&N Junkyard Challenge.
You saw the way that thing landed, it was like butter, man.
Dude, did you see that thing? Oh crap!
It is race day. All of the teams have finished their trucks and they are super excited about getting out here on the racetrack. We'll be kicking things off with the barrel race, where the quickest truck to navigate the course gets 3 points and the runner-up gets 2. Next, we'll head to the short course, where the first to complete 8 laps gets 3 points, and again, 2 points go to the runner-up. There's a mandatory caution at 4 laps, and the leader at the caution gets a bonus 1 point. In the tug of war, each team has the chance to go head-to-head for 1 point per win for up to 3 points. And finally, the jump contest is our grand finale, where another 3 points goes to the winner and 2 to the runner-up. However, third and fourth place can earn 1 point if they make all 3 attempts in good faith. But look here, we have a special guest, 2-time Pro Light Challenge Cup champion, Brandon Arthur. Are you excited to be here and see these trucks?
Yeah, I'm ready to see these trucks and see what these guys have built in 7 days. You know, it's pretty crazy what they've done, and let's go take a look at all of them and then see what we got going.
Damage Inc. is a band of brothers, and their chemistry showed during the build. They were the first team to put their truck on the ground, the first to fire, the first to test, and they hope to be in first at the end of the competition. Their 89 F250 has a shortened frame and a fabricated 4-link rear suspension. Race Anything's NorCal style and pranks have rubbed some of the teams the wrong way. Their choice of a solid front axle and long wheelbase 2004 GMC 2500 definitely shows they are not taking any cues from the SoCal teams, but will it pay off? Next Gen's choice of a pre-shortened 93 F-150 put them in hot water with the other teams and even incurred a penalty. This lightweight truck might have what it takes with some experienced drivers behind it. Rock Solid Off-Road's 96 Dodge Ram 1500 is the only 2-wheel drive truck of the bunch and a true junkyard find. They focused on making the truck nimble with a fabricated 4-link rear suspension while also upgrading the 5.9-liter Magnum, but between their truck choice and the lack of racing experience, they are the clear underdogs. We ended up with 4 very different trucks.
Yep, 4 unique trucks right there.
Yeah, and yet they all seem like they're really going to be cool next to each other on the race course.
Yep.
I can't wait to watch these things on the barrel race. The short course is going to be awesome.
Yes,
The tug of war will be cool.
Yep.
But the long jump?
That's where all the destruction and greatness is going to come from right there. You know, we just finished taking a look at all the trucks, and you know, they all got a little bit of guessing on whether or not they're all going to make it through all the competitions we got here. But, you know, they all look like fine pieces of art built in 7 days. And let's go out and take a look at the first barrel race we got for them.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running.
It is our first race of the K&N Challenge, and that means it's time for the straw draw. Ooh, a medium length.
Medium.
Oh.
Like you did.
Oh, and
Fucking kidding me. Mother.
so this is how the rules work on this competition. It is a barrel race. If they hit any barrels at all and knock them out of the painted circle around them, it is a 15-second penalty. If they cut the course, miss a barrel altogether, it is a DQ for that run and they will get no points. We will count their best run of 2. They're going to all 4 run in order, come back and run in order one more time. Now to give you a little insight, Brandon Arthur is gonna come and tell you guys how to run this course.
How are you? Good.
How's it going, Brandon?
Dude, you went around the course earlier in the Razor. Tell these guys anything they're gonna need to know to be fast.
Yeah, you know, we start out here on this straight line. You obviously just wanna hold it wide, get there as fast as you can. We'll tell you you're gonna have to be careful. There's some cactuses on the side of the corners, and the corners are really sharp and already getting a little bit of 2 tracks. So you're gonna have to be getting tipped up. You're definitely gonna wanna get it slowed down and not blow anything wide. Other than that, you guys have some fun. It's gonna be a good show for us.
Get in your trucks, let's go. Barrel racing is a rodeo-style event in which a horse, or truck, and rider, or driver, attempt to complete a pattern around preset barrels in the fastest time. It combines both the truck's maneuverability and the driver's skill in order to safely and successfully maneuver the truck around the barrels. This is no time for conservative driving. Trevor just ran in the Race Anything GMC, the very first run of the barrel race. He drew the short straw and he sent it, dude.
Yeah, you figure the first guy out there, he might, take it a little easy, learn the track.
No.
Not even close to the case, just straight, went out, pedal to the floor, never lifted, and just didn't care.
Then it was awesome. We hit it a little hard on the stutter bump. The problem is it shifted into second gear, and I couldn't pedal it. I ended up breaking the adapter in half between the transmission and the transfer case.
He knew that lip was there when they, paraded around and he felt it. But I told him, drive reckless, take chances, That's a joke.
That big bump may have cost them. With a cracked transfer case adapter, they definitely won't be making a second run. They'll have to cross their fingers on Trevor's efforts in the barrel race and hope that it was enough. Next up, we got Next Gen.
I'm going to go out first. I hope I put my son in a good spot.
Yep, looks like two-wheel drive only. On the limiter. Ooh, soaking up the bump a lot better than Uh-oh. Launched the drive shaft out of it, I'm guessing. Oh no, it tried to move. It was out of gear, now he's stuck. Wow, the silt bed over there is deep. I didn't think about him burying it. So does he put it in four-wheel drive and try and get himself out? Yes, he does.
That's a big hole, look at the hole.
Dude, it must have just knocked it out of gear.
Yeah, the manual popped it out.
Yep. I'll tell you what, I've had that happen in trucks before. You hook a bungee cord front and back to the shifter and it holds tension on it. Yeah. Definitely not going to be happy with this time, but but it's clean at least.
Yeah. Didn't clip any barrels on this one.
No. Because the truck really handled the bump nice. Oh, but it is out of shape in two-wheel drive. I mean, I really thought the drive shaft might have come out of the thing.
I thought I broke something, found out it popped out of gear. Took me a little bit to get it back into the right gear and get it unstuck because I buried it when it went out.
RSO is up, and damn, has it been a hell of a week for these guys.
I want to have fun. That's what this is all about.
The fact that this thing made it to the competition day is a miracle They've had setback after setback, so let's see how James does. Will he use his first run to feel things out, or is he gonna let it eat?
It's like he's taking a little bit easier of an approach on this first lap.
Yeah.
Get a nice good lap in. Definitely didn't.
Smoother than anybody through there.
Yeah, just slow, a little slow, slowing down.
He's gonna have trouble in that silt right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see it churning it up.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough towards the second runs. It's gonna make a big difference.
Yeah, because it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if it's got enough power.
Soft. Sounds like it's not, like he doesn't have it in first gear.
I know, it sounds like it is not revving up. Like, oh.
Almost blew that one.
Dude, I mean, arms flailing. Wow. There was a lot of steering wheel going on right there, dude.
The whole take it easy on the first run and get a sight lap's not going to do too well because it's going to get.
I think it's going to get worse.
That felt pretty good. I got a little bit squirrely in the loop-de-loop there and lost it a little bit for a second.
I'm going to have fun. Smooth is fast.
Tyler of Damage Inc. has been able to watch all the other teams take a hack at the barrel race course. If we learned anything from testing, we know that this truck is definitely a contender. Oh.
It's soft.
It's really soft.
Soft stuff. Can't even see
Oh,
him.
there he goes. It made the corner, though, pretty tight.
He's on a good one.
Dude, that's a run. Dude, that thing ate up that first bump.
Yes, it did. And drove it hard deep all the way in the corner. Never lifted. Looked like he blew the second one a little bit, but recovered pretty well from it.
Hit that thing wide open when I came around and went to the next corner. It got so soft. Oh, I'm like, come on! Had to clutch kick it a couple times.
All the trucks have made a hit and the course seems to be getting really soft. So now it's time to wonder, will using your first pass as a test hit bite a few people in the rear during round number 2? Trevor won't be competing as he left a cloud of dust on a parts search across town.
Oh, baby. We are on the freeway right now. Going to get parts. Going to get behind the Prius and trying to get into town.
Priuses hate us.
Oh my God, of course there's a Prius in front of us.
They have your race suit on and everything. They should be able to see those.
Jesus Christ.
The first run was Next Gen's only real seat time in the F-150, so it will be interesting to see what happens on this next run now that Don knows what to expect from the transmission. Very smooth. One of the things though, God, if you're not fast enough to outrun the dust, it's right in your face as soon as you make the right-hander. He's already looking faster now that he made it through the silt bed on the first turn. Dude, that run is not exciting looking, but it could be fast.
Yeah, smooth, clean, keeping everything tight.
You know, the old man did really good in Next Gen's pickup truck on that run. I think he was trying to make sure he got a clean one. He did a good job. I mean, after all those problems on the first one, that was good.
I was a little disappointed because I left my son down a little bit. And I knew I should have been a little bit faster.
That's pretty much my strategy. Just put the helmet on and haul as much ass as I can.
Dude, could you see those front wheels flopping around up there? Oh my God, it's hating life. That thing does not sound, it sounds like it's laboring. No, it just doesn't. And they put gear in that thing and everything. Oh. Parts flying off. That Dodge just does not sound like it's making the power, or that it's really in low gear. I don't know, but I got to give it to James. He was smooth.
Yeah, it was real smooth. Just bummer. They said they did a bunch of motor work and some training work to it, and it just doesn't sound like it wants to get with it like that.
We did not come here to sit back and go, we'll just take it easy. We came here to drive the piss out of that truck, and we're going for the win, 100%.
If Race Anything has anything to worry about, it's Tyler's second run. Wow!
Damn.
Dude!
Uh-oh, he's going in hot though.
Absorbed that thing like it was nothing.
Yeah, it did. He's on a mission.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
It's soft.
It's really soft.
Into the soft stuff. Can't even see him.
There he goes. It made the corner though pretty tight.
He's on a good one.
Dude, that's a run. Nice.
That was a good run.
Dude, that thing ate up that first bump.
Yes, it did. And drove it hard deep all the way in the corner. Never lifted. Looked like he blew the second one a little bit, but recovered pretty well from it. And it was too smooth.
That's one event down. Race Anything was one and done, but that's all it took to grab the early lead with Damage Inc. right behind him.
So yeah, after Trevor's incident with breaking the transfer case adapter off the tranny, I kind of thought like, man, we're screwed now. You know, we got to do one competition at least, you know, we get to keep the truck. It could totally be from here on out.
Dude, that might have cost us the whole event.
That was an insane hit at the beginning of that run, and it broke the adapter between the transfer case and the transmission.
Yeah, it snapped it pretty clean in half there. Not clean, I'm gonna say, but it snapped it in half. At first we just thought maybe it was blowing oil out of the transfer case from being in 4i or whatever and pinning it like that, and there's no real breather on the thing.
Right.
And as soon as I got over there, because it's still moving and driving, and
right.
I was really surprised that it held together and it was in this condition in there, so. But we, like in rock crawling and stuff, this stuff does happen. This is a weak link in here, and at least the transmission didn't break off, and the transfer case is still in one piece. So as long as they can get back with this part, we'll be back in it today. Just hoping he can get back in time, and I'm hoping he can find the better part, the cast part. They make a steel one that would be a lot better than this.
Located a transfer case adapter. I think it's Automatic Kings in Riverside hooked us up. I got an adapter for 25 bucks.
So Des, Brandon and I were watching that thing, and in the first run, I thought the drive shaft came out of it after it hit the bump. What happened?
Yeah, so it just knocked out a gear, went into neutral, revved it. The driver thought the drive shaft was sitting on the ground, and all of a sudden it started moving again, grabbed a gear, still in two-wheel drive, dug it deep, backed her out, pulled it around. So just worn out synchros in a junkyard tranning, and you know, you gotta learn how to drive them out as we go. So I'm sure the motor's toast. I mean, it had 195,000 before we started on it. Every time we land off a jump, it pops out of gear, so you have to put it back in gear.
Here we are at the short course for the K&N Junkyard Challenge, and everybody has had a chance to throttle their trucks to almost oblivion on the barrel race. Now they've sort of ratchet strapped them back together and are hoping they can complete 8 laps. Now after 4 of these laps, they're gonna have a mandatory caution. We're gonna water the racetrack and then send them back out there to see who will be in the lead. All points are acquired based on position. Time will not matter. The only penalties that we have are incidental contact, totally okay. Stuff that happens because it's just racing, we understand that. But if you boot the guy in or push somebody off the corner, that is going to be a mandatory penalty. We are going to do a stop and go for that or assess a points penalty. We have the option of both. Now, we also are going to make you do a stop and go if you cut the race course. So none of these guys cares about the rules. All they know is that they want to run these things really hard. They want to send it off of each and every one of these jumps. But right now, they are going to jump in these trucks and they are going to haul the mail all the way around. Now, the start order is based on how they finished on the barrel race. It is inverted, but you will notice that 2 trucks are in the wrong position. The next gen team has been assessed a penalty and has to start on the back. And that is because there were some items that were found on their truck that weren't quite stock when they purchased it. The whole plan was to buy stock trucks with no modifications whatsoever. It was deemed that they weren't necessarily trying to cheat, but there were some parts that were questionable. So this is the penalty that they are paying. It is here on the short course and will be assessed at no other events at any time.
They think we cheated by some of the stuff we had and said that we couldn't get those parts.
I mean, really, it's just like they're complaining to complain. There's not much truth or benefit out of any of it.
It kind of sucks that a team with that type of prowess in the industry would have to resort to cheating to beat us.
Brandon, Arthur, come in here and tell these guys, you just made 4 runs in the Razor. What should they expect?
There's definitely going to be a lot of line choices for them to pass each other, so they're not going to have to bang, but that's also not fun. So, it's never going to happen like that. But, there's a rhythm section on the back straightaway that's going to be interesting, and curious to see what their plans are for them.
So you need to be fast and you need to be smart. Are you guys ready? Oh, yeah. All right, get in your trucks. Let's go. Mellow, dude, into turn 1 right there. He did it. He didn't.
He got him. No, he got him. Got a good drive off the start. Oh, Dodge ain't looking like it's going too good. Oh, here comes the Ford back on the inside. Oh,
the door.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah. Oh, here's the jump. No lift.
Oh. Now, Mello being careful over the jump because of the transfer case.
Yeah.
That could be his downfall, is he's got to be afraid of hurting it.
Yeah.
Oh, he sent it there.
Thing works pretty good.
Big Ford.
That thing works good.
Rhythm section.
Yeah, it does. He's driving it hard.
Mello is the faster truck.
Yeah.
But he's driving it a little mellower.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Yeah,
Mello doesn't want to air it out because he doesn't want to put leverage on that transfer
case. Yep. Sounds like it's running better.
It does.
Oh, he's risky going down the bottom down there. Oh, man.
That is where you're going to roll it over.
Yeah. He is not scared to drive that thing hard.
Dude, look at Riley airing it out, but Mello is slowing way down and still keeping up.
Yeah, the 4-wheel drive in the corners is a big deal. It's got good, GMC's got good acceleration.
4-wheel drive or not, I know the GMC is.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the big Ford is or not.
Yeah.
He definitely catches him.
Yeah. It's more stable in the corners.
Mello going in deep, dude. Going wide. Dude, look
at him. Drive.
Diving down deep to the inside. That is a race right there.
He's definitely faster. He just doesn't drive it as hard off the jumps.
That's it. He's 100% faster.
Yeah.
There is no doubt. The stopwatch would say so.
Yeah. Just losing it on the jumps.
Because he's being timid.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's got to finish the race.
Yeah.
Man, I can't argue with that. You're in the lead from the previous event already. God, look at him just beating the Ford up out there.
He is.
Dude, the GMC looks
It takes it
good
pretty
in the
good
rhythm
though,
section.
yeah.
I mean, really good.
Oh, he's pushing it hard. He's trying.
Look at him.
He's trying. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Oh, it's a good battle.
Keeping it on the ground too and using the horsepower.
I think.
Look at that! Look at that! Oh! I love it!
I think if he gets in front of him, he's gonna have a hard time passing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if he wanted to lead this thing, if he gets in the front, he could keep everybody behind him.
Yeah, it'd be hard to get around him.
Dude, the next gen guy's really far behind.
Thought he would be right there. Really thought the next gen truck was gonna be right there.
Now, I gotta tell you though, there's a strategy thing going on here too.
Look, there he goes. There he goes.
Well, here's the strategy. They're gonna make you all stop and bunch up anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not even worth beating on them after you know what you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, but he got the lead. He got him. One went flying off of it.
I think it was holding the bottom of the
transfer case. That may.
Oh no. Okay, caution lap. Caution lap.
Yeah.
Good.
That may come to play a factor in later if that was what was under the transfer case.
But you see where I'm at on the strategy. Maybe next gen figured, dude, we're gonna be right there. We don't care.
That was a good first half of the race.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
I'm so excited right now.
I just hope the GMC doesn't start to run away with it now that he got around him.
Riley has raced in. So Tyler did the barrel race.
Yep.
Riley has done short course.
Okay.
So he has experience with short course. At the caution, Jeff Mello is in the lead, which means he takes 1 point. Damage Inc. is in second, Next Gen in third, and RSO is taking up the rear.
He was babying it off the jumps, but he was hammered down in the corners and full sideways drifting into that corner harder than anyone here.
Anytime there's a caution, there's a mandatory caution, and you go into that first corner, you never know if you're coming back out the other end. That's where you got to make it happen. You can be a hero or you can be a zero real quick.
So
this is the last corner.
Yeah, be interesting
Coming on
to
the
see.
front stretch, dude. This is awesome.
Here we go. Oh, Next Gen's off with a good start. He's pulled up beside him. He's got a good start. Maybe he was holding something back.
See? I swear to you, that is a strategy to roll with.
Uh-oh, he's taking the line. Oh! Oh, now he's stuck! Oh!
God! Riley's stuck on the side. This is a game changer for this event. An absolute game changer for this event.
Oh, he got it going.
So what does he do? He's got to get back out on the track, and he is.
He did it. He's going back up. He's behind the field. I'll give it to him.
Dude, I mean, I don't think that's cutting the course.
No, he didn't get no advantage there, so I would call that clean.
I would too.
The only thing with the GMC
needs to ease up.
Yes, yes.
Oh, dude, Next Gen blowing smoke out of the right front.
Oh yeah.
The radiator's blowing up on that thing.
Yep.
Actually,
yeah, it might be overheating.
Overheating or fire.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, there could be a couple things going on there.
This could be unbelievably dramatic before it gets.
Looks like there might be something hanging on the bottom of the Chevy.
Oh no.
Thought I saw something hanging. Well, maybe not. Looked like they maybe had a tie down in there and they might have been using it to hold it on. It was just the extras. The Dodge has got something going on. They're real slow.
Real slow. And Next Gen's car or truck is smoking more and more.
Oh, looks like they broke the ball joint on the bottom.
Yep.
Oh, it's a flat tire. He's got a front flat. And the other spare's about to bounce out of it. The other spare's about to bounce out of the Dodge and it's got a front flat.
Riley a stop and go. Mello has something hanging down and he's going slow.
Oh, he does, huh? See, I thought I saw something hanging. I think it's a tie down. I think it's just a tie down.
You're right.
Oh! Oh! No!
probably 2.5 pounds of dirt.
Dude.
See that? That's called Dez. Piece of shit.
Riley made it out of the rollover really pissed off, but luckily uninjured. With the truck back in the pits, the teams assessed the damage. The race was stopped with Race Anything taking the decisive win and a total of 4 points. Next Gen in second with 2 points, RSO in third, and Damage Inc. was a DNF. One of the things that really surprised me was how much air they were catching off the big jump, which is the jump they're going to use in the long jump tomorrow, but I didn't think they were going to have enough speed to air it out like that.
I didn't think so either. They were definitely not holding anything back and really letting it all out on the track there.
Tension was in the air, and side-eye was in abundance.
So why would we, if we're going to come to cheat, why would we put our shop name on the side? Why would we keep that like, it doesn't make any sense. Disrespecting my mom, letting you be here. It's been a non-stop thing with us the whole time.
I was on the other side of the course when they rolled. I was way the up here.
We were ahead of him. He came down behind us.
That sucks. I'm fucking angry. I tried letting you buy it.
The short course race definitely amplified tensions.
So what does it need to be able to run tomorrow? What do we got to do?
Cab, a radiator, course support, front fender, 2 doors, bedside.
All that shit's optional. What does it actually need to run? Can we just do a radiator, or what is it?
Not near it when it rolled, dumbass. You pushed me off the track in the first corner.
See, the truck is totally sideways. I thought he was running into the back of me.
How should he hit the back of you when you hit the side of the truck?
They didn't lift, and they're blaming me for their accident and their rollover.
If you would have won, you wouldn't be saying this shit right now.
You were catching up, dude. You were catching up.
Wasn't catching where the shit all you did. A bunch of cheaters.
That's the thing. I like their truck. I just don't like them personally.
The race was fun. Everything else, so.
I knew that if we didn't get pushed off the track and if he didn't roll over, we would have had this thing first place. No doubt about it.
There's 3 teams that get along, and one of them that seems like they don't want to have anything to do with us, so that's not my problem.
The desert racers normally get along. We're not used to a bunch of people complaining and moaning and stuff.
And Next Gen's over in the corner, and they haven't been talking to anybody. They haven't, they haven't been talking shit. They haven't been talking at all, really. And that's like half the fun of what we do is talking shit.
All right, everybody. So first off, big round of applause for all of you making it almost through the short course race. Yeah. I cannot believe it. Raise your hand if you did not think the Dodge would make it all the way through. You beat every expectation, my friend. Excellent job. The GMC with Jeff Mello behind the wheel, hauling ass.
That was bananas.
Dude, you and Riley, changing up the lead. He said that watching you air it out over that thing in front of him was like the best thing to watch the whole time. That was awesome. Now, I know there was drama on the race course, okay? The Regulatory and Rules Commission has looked at all the footage. They have determined that the pass was clean. There will be no penalty for too much contact. There's been a bunch of questions about what can be done to repair the vehicles for tomorrow's racing events. We have the tug-of-war and the long jump. Several of you guys have asked if you can help work on Damage Inc.'s broken Ford, and the answer is yes, but there are some very specific things that are going on. We have 1 hour of repair time that will happen from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. You may work on any truck you want to, regardless of team during that time, but it counts as your time even if you're working on somebody else's truck. Now, you can assess the condition, order parts, do anything else you want this evening before we kick you out so that you're ready to go. You have to turn every part in through John, through the parts check-in process to ensure that there is no improvement to the vehicle other than doing a repair. You have now been offered a PRW radiator that is not the radiator for your truck. So that will not count against any budget. It's a sponsored part and you absolutely can put it in.
Bent the tie rod's damn near a U-shaped right now. Pushed the core support back a little bit, but it was a lot of fun.
the way that we are going to judge this tug of war, there is a marker on the center of the strap that will be tied between both vehicles. That marker will start lined up with this cone. Whoever pulls the competitor far enough that their axle, rear axle, passes this cone is a full pull and you win. If at any point after 15 seconds you guys stop moving or the officials decide that there is no more progress being made, you will be stopped and the distance will be measured, and that will be the end of it. If you guys are still moving though, we are gonna let you keep pulling, okay? So even if it's inching along, we're gonna let that happen, again, up to the official's ruling when he determines that you are not making any more progress. That can happen after 15 seconds. All right, let's do it.
Well, I missed the kids in the big game, failed my driving test, misspelled my ex-girlfriend's name on the tattoo on my chest, 'cause I can't do nothing right, and I can't sing to get along.
He barely has a little bit. He's got it. You're gonna have to run up to him, guys. I mean, by that, it's about 6 inches. That's a whole lot of mat in that truck. I mean, they moved 6 inches, Dave. I mean, he did move, but it was 6 inches. And that's, so do you count 6 inches or no, you know? So our next pair is going to be the next gen guys up again. They just took on the Dodge. Now they're back out there. They're on the opposite side of the course. Meanwhile, we've got Race Anything back here with Jack in the big GMC. He's on the same side he's already run on. I don't know if that's going to matter or not. He won his first round, you know, going up against the F-250 and the Damage Inc. guys, but it was only a 4-inch win, and that's what both of them have been. The last one was far more spectacular with Next Gen throwing big roosts, but the truth is they hardly moved. So is this one going to be another one of the same? There has been just nothing but tension between all three of the other teams and the Next Gen guys all week long, okay? It has just been, I mean, sometimes it's been really tense, other times it's just mildly entertaining, but overall, they've definitely been the odd man out. So the thing is, every team here just wants them to get beat in the tug of war. The F-150 Bronco Lightning is totally the appropriate name for this thing. All right, they're waiting. Oh, yeah. Yes.
It was almost like a drag race.
Yes.
He got the whole shot.
Yes.
He got, and then he didn't.
Dude, they did. They broke the tow point off the back of their truck.
Oh, yeah.
So the interesting thing about this now, guys, is that they are not allowed to repair this truck in between pulls because of the way that this competition is set up. So they have no other point on the truck that is legal height for a tow point. So they are out. That means that the other teams that haven't run them yet, which would just be Damage Inc., they're going to get an automatic point because they're going to be forfeiting that run.
Yep.
Race Anything took the win with 3 points. Damage Inc. finished the tug-of-war with 2. Next Gen had just 1. And RSO's two-wheel drive Dodge scored a big fat 0.
Unfortunately, the tug-of-war is going to be the last event for this truck.
You're done?
Yeah, there's no way we can jump this thing right now.
Really?
It took both of those and twisted the frame, so
yeah.
Unfortunately, they need a porter power and some plate work and some gusseting and a little bit of time, and we'll get it back together. But to go up to put your life in the hands of that off that huge jump, it's not worth it.
All of these guys came over and said that they want to help fix. The RSO crew has a porta power, and they're like, yes, you can totally use it.
We have our jack, we have tubing, and they said we can use the tubing not against our budget because
it's a repair item. Despite all of the bad blood, Race Anything loaned Next Gen a porta power to bend the frame back into shape and repair the F-150 for the long jump contest.
I was ready to go home. I was kind of done with it. Guys over from NorCal, they said, hey, let's fix it, we'll help you. So once we got the porta power, I was able to fix up the shackles, put a new bar in there, weld it together, and it was probably better than new.
This is the 4th and final competition of the K&N Junkyard Challenge, and I am super excited about it because this one is the one that can give the most carnage. This is the long jump. Now, this is how the rules work. We've got 30 feet already marked from the lip of the jump. Each team is going to get 3 runs at the jump. It's simple. Send it the furthest, win the points, take home the 10 grand. The drag leak and the tie rod are off. It's in the air for days.
That guy was flying.
Dude, the nitrous was all in. You used a 100-shot with an NOS kit that was a bolt-in. You installed it in like 45 minutes. You said you were sending it all the way.
Yeah, everybody wanted to build the truck and win, and I just wanted to fly, man. That's what I love to do. So
what is the official distance?
120 feet.
You've set the bar, and it's pretty high.
Yeah.
What do you think? Anybody gonna get it?
We're going to the bar because nobody else is touching that.
The next, though, is the F-250, and it has Sandy in it, and he launches his street truck off of everything.
And they call Sandy Cindy, so, guy gets a name like that, he's gonna push it off the jump. And all I had in my head was I gotta out jump him.
All right, he was real mellow around that first corner, more mellow than Ori to the jump. Oh, big jump, but dude, he was shifting it going up. That's the bad part. All right, up next is the Next Gen crew, and they're in that little lightweight F-150 now. Oh, yeah. That thing's got some engine problems that appear to be, coming to fruition. They heard it in the tug-of-war, but the Race Anything crew got with them and helped them fix it. They got it all set. That truck really flew nice on the short course. It's built for this, and they're a stick shift too. They got a T5. Oh, and the problem is any bump knocks it out of gear. So they've got to hold it in gear over every bump or it'll come out of gear. Oh, it's loaded up. Thing does not sound happy. That truck, if it was going fast enough, I think could be one to watch.
I think if we're gunning for any one team, it's we're definitely gunning for Next Gen.
Oh, here goes Billy. also needs to be careful so he doesn't hurt it before the big jump. This is so good. Okay, he's on the throttle. The front end's still together. It's still together.
Felt great.
This is Sandy again, and I guarantee you he will not be shifting it this time. Sending it. Holy crap. Well, this is where the front that isn't movable hit the ground. I'm guessing that that's the center pivot on the TTB.
96. 96,
96?
yeah.
Mind just taking a few in here?
Yeah.
That's all that truck's gonna send.
It is.
I need to find it.
Hell yeah!
I'm kind of glad I didn't go further.
When it comes to the jump, yeah, I'd do it again.
Send it, send it, send it, send it.
Come on, Benny.
The truck that hasn't lived through another single event is the one that actually is still running after 2 jumps. And I don't believe anybody here, including them, thought it would live through the first jump, let alone the second as well. This thing was breaking up bad last time. Dude, it sounds way better.
It does.
It sounded really clean until he grabbed another gear out there, and then it sounded bad. Almost sounded like he went from 2nd to 5th and then moved it back over into 3rd. I'm not sure. The 3rd and final jump for next gen is his last chance. He better not shift it. Because see, it sounds clean down there. That was further, but it really sounded like he blipped the throttle coming off the top. And you know, Chris is used to racing off-road, and really maybe it's ingrained into him so much about how you run him off the jump and blip him, maybe he just can't help himself, you know?
It got hurt real bad in the short course because we cut a hose and it got overheated, and then the tug of war was just silly. That didn't do any good for it either. So by the time I get it for the jump, I couldn't even get it to stay in gear.
Dude, everybody wants this thing to go yard. Billy has helped everybody thrash on their trucks this week. That dude is absolute entertainment. He's got to get it to stay down in 2nd gear, not bog it. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh, oh, oh. The bedside broke off now. Wow. Dude, that's it. That's all of it. Boys, I gotta give it to the Dodge boys. That thing is still going.
You guys got it on the Get it! I love you.
94 feet respectively. Now Billy, dude, still running in the Dodge.
So a lot of people think reality type TV is a bunch of scripted bullshit, but it wasn't. This was, you guys literally put us here, gave us stuff to build trucks with, and let it happen.
All right, guys, congratulations. You have survived the K&N Junkyard Challenge. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I have to say I was not sure that all of you were going to make it to the final, but because of perseverance, good builds, and some help from fellow teams, all of you have done this. Congratulations. I know you want to hear the points. Here's how they break down. In the number 4 position, rock solid with 1 point. Rock Solid Off-Road just got 1 point, and that was in the jump contest for making all 3 jumps. However, they also got the unofficial Spirit Award for never giving up.
We're the only one that finished every single event.
Without a catastrophic failure.
Both legs of the barrel race.
We
did
all 8 laps.
We did every tug of war without breaking, and we did the entire...
All 3 jumps.
All 3 jumps.
And we're the only team in punk-ass orange.
You are number 1, boys.
That's right.
Number one.
Number one. That's right. Number 1.
Until I write anything else, you're number 1. And in the number 3 spot, with 4 points, Next Gen. Next Gen took 2 points in the short course for taking second place and 1 point in the tug of war and the jump contest.
It's when you can actually look back at the whole thing and look at the good points and the bad points. Probably at that point we'd probably say, yeah, we do it again.
In the number 2 position with 6 points, Damage Inc. Damage Inc. took 2 points in the barrel race, tug of war, and jump competition, while the DNF in the short course wounded the truck and their pride. It didn't cost them the win.
We gained some lifelong dirt buddies and some of them from NorCal, so we can go up there and do the Rubicon Trail with them.
Oh yeah.
They can come down here and we can do the hammers together. You know, that in itself is worth more than the prize money, worth than the truck that we were going to take home. It was, that in itself is just that relationship and that camaraderie that's been evident throughout most of this entire thing. I mean, that is what's really of value to off-roaders, I think, all around.
The number 1 spot goes to Race Anything with 13 points.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations, boys.
We basically came down from NorCal and put on a clinic for all these SoCal boys.
Race Anything took an early lead and held it with 3 points in the barrel race, tug of war, and jump competition, and a whopping 4 points for winning and leading at the caution on the short course.
We'd love to do it again, because now we learned a lot. If we could do it again against us 2 weeks ago, we could totally kill this.
Well, there's one more thing we brought down. So we have something up there called the wine country, the real wine country, the Napa Valley. So our wheel sponsor, who we stole his wheels, Strala Vineyards, overnighted us a bottle of champagne because we knew we were going to win.
Oh!
So guess what? Winner!
Hold on. I got one thing. Check.
Oh yeah!
Special year from our friends at K&N.
Bring it, dude. All right.
That
is beautiful.
16 guys showed up in the desert, all with a plan they believed would take the win in the inaugural K&N Junkyard Challenge. Opinions and strategies varied widely, but ultimately 3 teams were wrong and 1 was right. Those that thought they knew learned a few lessons, the biggest being build what you know. Because taking the path less traveled isn't always the wrong path, as long as you stay true to your course. That is it. Thank you everybody for watching the K&N Junkyard Challenge. We hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. We are out of here.